Hi, I'm Ren. Welcome to my channel. This is my daily vlog where I talk about my weight loss tips, diet tips, my journey, wellness. Uh, the weight loss is so complicated. When I started this, I thought, I can do this. Just eat less and eat healthy, and it's really a juggle. And it's not just like diet and exercise. You got to look at mental health. You got to look at exactly what you're eating, how much you're eating, etc. How much water you're drinking, everything. But I am excited because I made my goal. I set my goal last week. I said swimming by Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I swam. I didn't just swim. I went and did an water aerobics, because where I go swimming, they had water aerobics today, and I was right on time. And I'm like, how awesome is that? And then I went to my partner's mom's house for dinner. She made a lovely soup. And then we took the dogs for a walk afterwards. And I'm just excited because it's like, and I was telling my partner, I said, see how nice it is to go and do a nice little walk right after dinner. Kind of lets everything settle. And he goes, yeah, it's nice. It wasn't a fast walk. She's got little dogs. And it was just like a nice little leisurely walk. It wasn't very long. It was just, dog's a little bit of a walk. And it was wonderful. I was just excited. Okay, so her you can tell I'm going bald. Uh, yeah. So her soup was delicious. Actually, it was like a Portuguese soup, and it it had like kale in it and meat and potatoes and stuff, and it was really delicious. It was homemade, and she's a really good cook, so anything she cooks is great. I had fun, and then I found out that I have this jacket right here, and this jacket is amazing because you look, it doesn't stretch at all, right? This is a size large. I can wear it and I can zip it up. And now, mind you, it is snug, but I can zip it up and it's a large. Like, I didn't think I could. Yeah, it's been, I don't even know the last time I could wear a large. It just blows my mind every day. Like the progress it's making. I feel like I'm not making progress, but then again, I am. And then that's like kind of a thing because when people see you every once in a while, they see the progress you're making. When you see yourself every day, you don't see that progress you're making. And so sometimes you just don't, see it. And it gets put on the wayside and you get put down or you hit a plateau. Oh my gosh, plateaus are hard. I get them all the time. I'll start losing the weight and then I'll plateau and then I'll start losing the weight and then I'll plateau. So yeah, fun. When you get the plateau, don't give up. Keep persevering. Keep following that diet. Keep doing the exercise. Keep the routine going because you will get over that plateau. I promise. I've done it so many times. It is definitely something. And any exercise is a good exercise. You can take a bottle. This is my protein bottle. It was my breakfast this morning. Okay, so you can take a bottle like this, little 16-ounce bottle, 16.9-ounce bottle full. It's not going to be that heavy. And you can lift it up. I can actually fill this with water. And you can use it as a weight. Anything can be your weight. You don't have to go a full pound if you can't do that because when I started, honestly, I was very limited. And I'm not as much now, but I was very limited when I first started. And there was just not a whole lot. I didn't have much mobility because I was bedbound. So I didn't have a lot of mobility, and I just knew I needed to start somewhere. And so any starting is great. So, but the lifting up and the going out, even if it's just one side, you don't even have to be able to do like both sides. If you can only move one arm, move one arm. You can only move one leg, move one leg. Exercise is exercise. I had a lady today ask me about her son, give her advice about her son, and um, he has limited mobility. And I said, any exercise. First of all, any exercise is exercise. If you can only move an arm a little bit, that is still exercise. Movement, motion is exercise. It's not going to be an insane amount of exercise. Let's be honest. It's not a huge amount of calories, but it is still calories burned because you're still using energy to push and to do that. You know, it's still any movement requires your body to exert energy. So we all start somewhere. And I was bedbound. I had to start from the bed. I didn't start in my swimming pool being able to do swim aerobics for an hour. I didn't start there, but I got there. And I'm not saying that everybody's going to be able to get there because, like I said, some people are limited and they're going to be permanently limited mobilities, but you can use what you have and persevere with what you have. Now, the second key thing is portion control, because being bedbound or not being able to move as much, you need to think about in terms of you're not going to need as many calories to survive. So you really want to cut your calories down. For a full-grown male, I would say about 2,000 calories, and a female 1,500 if you want to lose weight safely. Those are generally, I mean, you can go over. I think you can go up to 3,000 for a male and 2,000 for female. I would have to go double check those numbers. But to be honest, to start, I would start about 2,000. And I would cut the carbs, because that's what I would do. You could have carbs, but just a very small amount. My dietitian told me, here's your plate. You have your meat, your vegetables, your carbs. You start with the meat. You chew your food slowly and eat it slowly so you have your proteins. And then you eat the vegetables. Chew your food slowly and wait in between a few minutes so it can settle. If you have any room left, then you do the carbs. But really, carbs are a complex form of sugar. That's why they're not that good for you. It's just sugar. It's just like, a sugar, you might as well have that soda. It's just another way of having it, basically. That's why they say they don't do that. It is energy. And if you're a runner who runs a marathon, then carbs are great. But if you're like me, a normal person, carbs not so much, So that's just kind of what you think about. And like finding protein in everyday life is hard to meet your protein levels. And that was the biggest struggle I had because I kept going by trying to meet my protein quotas when I first started through food intake. And that just became almost impossible, I feel. I really do. Because meat doesn't have as much protein as I thought. It was crazy. And then you trade off with the calories and everything else, and then plus you need your fruits and vitamins, and then you need your fruits, vegetables, you need your good fats such as nuts and avocados, etc. You need those. You need to kind of balance it all out, and then I just found it easier for me personally to do like a protein drink in the morning because I hate food in the morning. I really do. I have to take a lot of vitamins, so I struggle with that. That's basically my morning. And then I do my protein drink in the morning, and then I do my yogurts in the afternoon, and then I have my proteins for the day, and then any other, it's just extra protein, which is good, because then it helps build more muscle. And it's kind of like a ricochet effect, because what you're doing is, once you start building some muscle, your body's metabolism will actually speed up. And once your body's metabolism speed up, you can eat more proteins and build more muscle. Proteins are just very important. It really is. Because the proteins are what help you maintain your muscles, and your muscles are what burn calories. That's how you can actually accelerate your metabolism, is by getting more muscle. That is why, the heavy bodybuilders can eat so much, because they have a high metabolism because of their muscles. That's something I learned. So now you know. And right now, as you can see, I really don't have diddly. I've never actually had a lot of muscles, honestly. Especially my arms. I don't know. Something about my arms. I just have a struggle to get muscle in them. It's a weird thing. Weird perk of me, I guess. But um, being active does help. Like this swimming, which I'm so excited that I'm back on. So yeah, and um, eating food, thinking out of the box, because you gotta have something good to eat. You gotta like take your comfort foods and then kind of reimagine them to where they fit the diet narrative. And then that's the biggest struggle, is thinking out to where, because realistically, when you diet, nobody likes the diet. Nobody likes to diet, but this is a life change. So the difference between what I'm doing versus an actual diet is I'm changing my whole life, the way I think, the way I do, what I eat, all of that is changed because I think outside of the box now. In order to make that work, I have to make the food something that I would enjoy every single day. And that is my biggest challenge. And I don't find this hard because I love to create. It's kind of like my artist side. To me, it's simple. And I like to create, break things down because I'm very analytical and an artist. And I have ADHD, so it actually all works together to get these recipes and think outside the box. Like, I made waffles today with this protein mix, which, by the way, I did try. It's a protein, low carb protein waffle mix, and I forget the name of the company, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was okay. Okay. They used almond flour. I thought it was going to be dry, but it wasn't because I put fresh blueberries in the batter. See, got my fruit. It was okay. It was okay. Will I buy it again? Maybe not. Not really. I think I'd rather just do my banana pancake recipe and use that for my waffle maker. I gotta figure out how to tweak it though to where it will work in a waffle maker. Because I got a really cute little waffle maker. It's big, which is great. Portion control. Because you can actually make yourself 2 little waffles in this one serving. So you're tricking your mind, having the smaller waffles. You get those smaller waffles, and they're like all the rage right now, so they're everywhere. So you get these smaller waffles. You make yourself 2 waffles, right? And they're 2 smaller waffles, and you're tricking your brain because you have 2 waffles in the plate, so you're making yourself think that you have more food than you actually do. It's a good trick. It really does work. I'm not gonna lie, it actually does work. So it's a psychology thing, and it makes you think that you're getting more food than you actually are. So it's something to think about, and yeah. So we're getting back to cold weather again, and I spilled something on my shirt. That's why it looks off. I had to like wipe this. I am a klutz. Sometimes my hands will just release without me doing that. I don't know why, but I do. I have a lot of nerve issues going with my body, so sometimes I just don't have complete control of my hands. But it's a good day though, because I made my goal, and it made me feel good. So that was a good psychological boost today. I was like, by Wednesday I'm going. And then to show up right on time to do the swim class is even better. It was like perfect timing. And my goal is to swim tomorrow. And I also got to do some errands tomorrow. I can't remember what exactly. But I know there's nothing there to do. That's not always the case, though, life. But one thing you can try, though, for those who are not morning eaters, find a protein drink that you enjoy and do that in the morning. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you want the lower calories, because if you take the ones that have milk in them, like the muscle milk and stuff, those tend to have more calories. The ones that I get is protein 20, but they also have other clear protein drinks. But the clear ones tend to have less calories in them. I'm also lactose intolerant, so there's that too. And yet I still eat lactose. And this is only 90 calories. Mind you, people, I'm not sponsored by anything. I'm a very small channel. Anything I share is stuff that I have tried and I have actually enjoyed, and it's worked for me. So if I ever share anything, that's the only reason why. But at the end of the day, find a protein drink that you like. That's an easy AM thing to do, or you can even pre-make yourself like the night before little egg cups, and you get those cupcake containers and put some egg whites in it, and then you put little things of protein or whatever flavor you want in there, tomatoes, whatever you want. You can go nuts. And those will be, you can even freeze them and you can have them throughout the week. There's so many different ways to get your proteins in the morning and not have to do a whole lot to do it. So, but yeah, what you need to look out for definitely in anything you get is the carb intake. Really, to make it work, you need to have, let's see, like 90 to 100 grams of protein a day. And it's like 17 to 19 servings of fruits and vegetables. And then, honestly, you need to not add salt to your food, and it's best to start making things from scratch. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but I've been doing it for a while, and a lot of times I'll just throw whatever meat in there, chop up some vegetables, put whatever seasonings and herbs I want in there, and then cook it with maybe a little bit of avocado oil to get my good fats, and bam, dinner. It's really quick, really easy, and there's so many ways you can do that because there's so much you can add to it. You can do fruits in there, you can do like stir fries, you can do all kinds of ways to do it. You can even bake it and have roasted vegetables on the side. I mean, it is your imagination limits here. So, and I'm going a little long today. But with all in mind, your imperfections are what make you beautiful, okay? Imperfections are the most beautiful thing about you. Don't ever let anybody make you think otherwise. They're what make you you, and they're what make you unique. Always hydrate and drink your water. And with hope, anything is possible. So never give up hope. Until next time, I love you all. Bye.